of us understand the importance of continuing to provide, to reach out and provide a hand to the GIs, the active duty people now who need our support as much as ever. Even with the downsizing of the military, we'll be talking about that later, we have a situation now where a whole bunch of thousands and thousands of veterans are going to be forced out of the military, and it's already starting, many of them with other than honorable discharges, pushed out with no support whatsoever. Maybe they acted out a little bit because of their PTSD instead of the military, who should understand that better than anybody. Instead of, like, giving them a little extra help, they're pushing them out on the streets, which makes the whole lie of support the troops so clear. Anyway, so I want to introduce you to our panel tonight, and we have representatives of the 3 existing coffee houses. As you may know, there were, during the Vietnam era, coffee houses outside somewhere between 20 and 30 key U.S. military bases, and they played a big role in basically spontaneous and organized movement within the military, which eventually force was so powerful, we had an army that wouldn't fight anymore, basically. The U.S. was, if anybody's seen Sir No Sir, how many people here have seen Sir No Sir? So the hidden history of the GI resistance of Vietnam, it's been very clear that the low morale and high resistance within the military did force the U.S. to withdraw its troops from Vietnam. And that's partially what inspired the GI coffee houses of today. There are only 3 right now. There are other people giving, the GI Rights Network is giving a lot of support. There's also a Quaker house outside of Fort Bragg, North Carolina, and we wouldn't want to overlook the good work that they continue to do. But we have 3 coffee houses today of the older tradition, if you will. And one of them is Coffee Strong, right here in the Northwest. And Alex Bacon, one of the founders and co-coordinators of Coffee Strong, has been traveling with us all along and played a big role in organizing this tour. He's stepping back tonight in favor of a couple other Coffee Strong representatives who will be speaking to us. And Malachi Muncie is here from Under the Hood, GI Under the Hood Cafe and Outreach Center. It's right outside the gates of Fort Hood in Killeen, Texas, the largest military base in the United States. Malachi is a Iraq veteran who served 2 tours in Iraq, and he's now the manager of Under the Hood, and he has a lot of good information to share with you. We have Micah Kapp-Schubert with us. She's a longtime German peace activist. She came all the way from Kaiserslautern, Germany to be part of this tour, and she is a co-founder and manager of the Clearing Barrel, a GI bar and cafe. So they have a little bit better attendance. Yep. And then from Coffee Strong, and we'll probably introduce people as they get up to speak too, but we have Bill Gish, who is a Vietnam veteran, and he's the discharge upgrade guy at Coffee Strong. Bill? Last but not least, we have Philip Shea, and Alex told me I should talk to Philip and find out who he was, so I said, so what's your connection to Coffee Strong? And he says, well, I'm not really anybody, I'm just getting some help there. And I said, well, without you, there wouldn't be a Coffee Strong. And Philip is actually active duty. He's a specialist in the Army at Joint Base Lewis McChord. He's currently seeking to discharge as a conscientious objector, and I understand this is quite a struggle so far. So Philip, you want to stand and... There you go. So I'm going to be passing around our sign-in sheet. Many of you already signed. We'll get that going again, because we really want, part of the goal of this tour is to really make as many friends and just keep those friends as possible. So we really want you all to sign up here so we can stay in touch. And then I was reading the names from this poster, so I'll just mention now, I see that some people have already donated outside and we'll be asking you later to donate again. But this poster, for anybody who gives $25 or more, we want you to take one of these posters on your way out there on the table on the outside. So, okay, thank you very much, and without